Well, the 2011 season's over. One game left. Ozzie Guillen is no longer the Chicago White Sox manager. The Cubs, they ended up in third, maybe fourth place, as expected. And, well, Chicago sees just another year go by without any championships or even playoff expectations. The Chicago White Sox managerial job is something that I'm very interested in. Now, I might be criticized because I have no major league experience as a manager, no minor league experience as a manager, but I'm about to reinvent the game of baseball, a different style, a total different baseball that you're used to seeing. So I don't need to experience or have the experience of what baseball is played today and in the former years. In the 1920s and in the 1910s, baseball was played different from 2000. And baseball is a game that you have to keep learning. So what experiences that I would need, I already know. Reinventing the game is what I'm about to do. Hopefully, I can get consideration. No, I'm not Ryan Sandberg. No, I'm not Tony La Russa. No, I'm not Dusty Baker or Lou Piniella. No, I'm not any of these well-qualified managers. What I am is a completely new, exciting, something that you've never seen, and I'm going to draw a lot of fans because people want to see different things happen. As far as my style of baseball, well, it's different from the baseball that's being played today. And for all of you experienced managers, well, you're going to have to get a little bit more experience if I get into this ballgame. If I get into this league, you're going to have to learn a lot more. Your experience, of course, is just something that stands out as a resume. So I'm not too worried about not having the experience. I am going to bring in something new, something different, something exciting. And you're just going to have to learn to play my type of baseball. So if I do get that chance, hopefully somebody does see this, get ready. And if you're worried about my experience, well, that'll even give you more of an incentive to go to the ballpark and see if what I'm bringing is going to be good enough to be in the major leagues. I believe that not only is it going to be good enough to be in the major leagues, but it's going to change the game in total. So, Ozzie, sorry to say it, know you're going to Marlins. Florida is probably going to be a great place for you. I have family out there. They're fans of yours. Ozzie brought us this championship, 2005. Something that no manager in the White Sox organization did for more than 88 years. So Ozzie was a very good manager. He deserves the credit that he deserves for the job that he did. And well, managing in the National League is a little bit different from the American League. I think he'll be able to do more of managing with a team like the Marlins. We're gonna end up seeing if or we're going to end up not seeing if. We're going to end up seeing Ozzie Guillen become more of a teacher slash manager than what he did here in Chicago. In Chicago, Ozzie was given top-rated players, expensive players, and he was just given a chance to just go out there and put them in the right position and let them play and see what could happen with this team. With the Marlins, of course, that's not going to happen. He is going to have to teach. He is going to have to manage. He is going to have to make a lot of moves. And his experience in a Marlins managerial position is going to show if Ozzie Guillen truly is a great manager. He was given a lot of tools. He was given a lot of great players. Kenny Williams treated him well here. Barry Reinsdorf just paid and gave him what he needed. Of course, players have to play, and if they don't play well, then what can you do? I intend to be different. I don't want to see players go and have a season like Adam Dunn has had. There is no reason why I would let Adam Dunn get into that situation. There's no reason that I would let Adam Dunn continue, and Alex Rios, the other one. There has to be a line where that has to be drawn when these players unfortunately start to fall into these slumps. There has to be something wrong. If it's not physically, it's mentally. And as a manager, it's something that I would pinpoint and try to correct. A lot of times, some players just need to be reminded that they are where they are. They make the money they make because they are great players. I think the less communication you have with these players that are really great players, the harder it's going to be for them to get out of the shell that they're in. I think they have to be constantly reminded that who they are. I think they actually tend to beat themselves more than they should. Of course, people have expectations, and expectations should be met. And as far as a manager, I believe it is the responsibility of a manager to make sure that his players continue to play at their potential or even better. I think laid back, power driven, and focused. As a manager, I have to become the biggest fan of every player on that team. I have to be the biggest motivator. I have to be the biggest fan. I have to be the biggest cheerleader. But I also have to manage. And installing my style, installing things that I believe can make a player's career even better is what I would intend to do. There is no way that I would let anybody on my team or anybody in the media rip one of my players to shreds and actually add to what has been a disappointing year for Adam Dunn and for Alex Rios. It is my job as a manager to be the #1 fan of these players, to defend these players, and to help these players break out of the shells or whatever they're in, to keep them relaxed, motivated, and with the expectations that they are the great players that they are, and there is no reason why anybody should just let them play a season and use it as an excuse to make someone else look bad. I know that there's been problems between Guillen and Kenny Williams. I am not Ozzie Guillen. I believe that I have to do what I have to do, and if given the opportunity, and Kenny gave me the team to manage the White Sox, I have to appreciate what Kenny and what Jerry Reinsdorf are giving me. I think Ozzie's going to find out that very soon in Miami. I don't believe Ozzie wanted to leave Chicago. I believe he wanted to stay. But unfortunately, things happen, and this is a sport, but it also is a profession. And given the opportunity, I have to respond, and I have to make sure that I do my job. And my job is not to make Kenny Williams look bad. My job is to win ball games. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm sure that I'll end up making a mistake here or there. I try to do my best to keep stuff in the locker rooms and in the dugouts, stuff that I don't want leaked out. The media can be your best friend, and they also can be your worst nightmare. When you're doing good, the media is riding on you. Of course, the media likes good stories. But when you're doing bad, the media, they will also put a lot of pressure on players, and it makes stuff harder for people to get through. Like I said, my number one fans would be the players. I would appreciate everything that Kenny would do to get me a winning ball club to deal with. Players like Peavy and Rios and Dunn, these players are, these guys are some of the best players in baseball. Unfortunately, they've run into a turmoil here in Chicago between the front office and the manager on the field. I think it's kind of unfair for everybody. I think that with me, things would be a lot different, a lot smoother. Again, it's going to be funny because a lot of people think that, well, this guy, he's got no major league experience, minor league experience. This is a joke that Reinsdorf would hire, somebody right off the streets to manage Chicago White Sox. But I think people will be surprised. I think people will learn that some of the most brilliant people were people that were never educated or had any type of experience in whatever they were doing. They were what we call go-getters and good thinkers, and that is what I am, a go-getter and a good thinker. My relationship that I would have with Kenny Williams would be a total professional relationship. Of course, if there was something that I didn't agree with Kenny, or that Kenny didn't agree with me, then I'd like for stuff to be the way Kenny would probably like stuff to be, very professional, where we can go behind the doors in an office and speak with Kenny behind closed doors. There's no reason to blurt out to the media, well, this is what I was handed with, and these guys are not doing well. And managers and people that manage, you have to step up, and you have to make sure that these players that are struggling, you have to find a way to get them out of their slumps and out of the